Hi guys, Emily here. So today I'm going to show you just a quick little fun activity that you can make for your little one using a lot of stuff that you probably already have at the house. So I'm going to show you real quick what you need for it. So you need some toilet paper tubes, some various colors of pom-poms, a shoebox, preferably one that opens up like that, a glue gun, and some sheets of felt. So for this activity, I use pom-poms that I actually just got a assorted box of pom-poms. So there's some that are 1/2 inch, some that are 1.5 inches, and then some that are 2 inches. I actually think the 2-inch ones, which are these, are too big to fit through the toilet paper tube. So I would either go for smaller ones than 2 inch, so maybe 1 inch, or the 1.5 inch ones. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take the toilet paper tubes and a sheet of your felt. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to cover the tubes. So here's one that I've already done. And you can see that the felt is just adhered to the toilet paper tube using a glue gun. So I'm going to show you real quick how you do that. I'm not someone that's very precise, so what I did, and you can measure this if you want, is on my sheet of felt, I put the toilet paper tube that way and just made a little dot at the edge of the tube, so that way you kind of know where to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my strip. And I will say, when I went to get the felt for this project, there was 2 different types of felt. One was a thicker felt, and then there was this thin craft felt. The thin felt is all you need for this. And I went to Hobby Lobby, and the thin felt was 33¢ a sheet versus the thicker felt, which was I think like 73¢ or something like that. All right, so you have your piece of felt here. And we don't need all of it, because if you look and you do all of it, it's really going to wrap around the toilet paper tube. So what I like to do is just kind of roll it a little bit and give it a little overhang, and then mark with my Sharpie yet again, just a little dot to kind of guide me, so that way I can trim off just a little bit of the edge. And make sure that you save the edge of your fabric, of your felt. I like to have like a little miscellaneous box, because you never know when you might need some felt just for another fun little project. Alright, so you have your fabric here. So my glue gun is all ready and all charged up. So I'll just add a strip of the hot glue here, and be very careful because it is hot. Then I adhere it to the toilet paper tube. Alright, so then I roll it over, and I do like to add just a few little dots a little bit further down the tube, just to make sure it does adhere nicely. Alright, and then we get to the end of the roll. So I do another strip, and fold it down. Alright, so that's your toilet paper tube. So I'm going to go finish up the rest of the colors real quick, and then I'll be right back. so we have all of our tubes lined with felt, and you could also do this with construction paper or something similar if you didn't want to do the felt. But I found that the felt was able to match the pom-poms the closest. So now we're going to adhere the tubes to our box. Okay, so here is our box, and you can ignore all the junk that's in the background. My mom took Caleb to go visit my grandparents for an hour or so, which gave me time to finally get this activity done and record the video. It's something that I've been planning for a couple of weeks now. It's just one of those things that when Caleb goes to bed, you know, I want that time for myself to relax. And when Caleb's awake, there's no way I can get it recorded. So really quick, this is how the tubes are going to end up looking in the box. And the great thing about putting it in a box with the lid like this, the hinge lid, is that you can keep all the pom-poms in the bottom. Well, that's the dream anyways. So it kind of creates this whole contained little activity. So now we're going to adhere it. So you can do any set of colors that you want, like any pattern. Like if you want to do the colors of the rainbow, you could do it in that order, but I'm just going to do kind of random. So when you got kind of the idea of where they're going to go, you just put a strip of glue on your tube. And I like to do where the seam is, so that way it covers up the seam that you did. All right, so put your strip of hot glue. All right. And then you're just going to place it on the box and hold it down for just a few seconds, so that way it kind of adheres well to the box. So all of our tubes have been glued to the lid, and now we can add our pom-poms. So I'm just going to add all the sizes of pom-poms, so that way he can have an option, and that way he can figure out that some don't fit while some do. So all of our pom-poms are in the box. What I like about this activity is that it is appropriate for a wide array of ages. So a bunch of different toddler groups could get use out of it. For babies, you could, they could have fun just putting the ball through the tubes. But as they get older, they can start learning to match the colors. So green pom-pom goes through the green tube, and blue pom-pom goes to the blue tube. And you can even do it by size. Say, all the small purple ones go through the purple tube. So I hope you enjoy, and I can't wait for Caleb to get home so he can check out his activity.